There is a substantial risk of loss associated with trading forex, binary options, stocks, or equities, collectively, asset classes. Only risk capital should be used for trading. Trading in any asset classes is not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. No representation is being made that investors will make profits, or will not sustain losses. Before trading in any asset classes, investors should consult with their professional broker, financial advisor, or financial consultant to determine whether trading asset classes is appropriate. Investors who trade in any asset classes should only do so if the capital used for this purpose represents funds that an investor can afford to lose without adversely impacting the investor's lifestyle. No trading strategy or methodology is without risk of loss. No trading strategy is risk-free, and no trading strategy can guarantee profits or freedom from losses. Investors risk losing the cost to execute any transaction, including associated commissions or fees. You should carefully consider whether trading in any asset class is appropriate for you in light of your investment experience and financial resources. Any trading decisions you make are solely your responsibility and at your own risk. None of the statements or materials in the Auvoria Prime chat rooms constitute a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Developer Insights call. Today is Monday, August the 15th. This is the first of two Developer Insights calls for the week. This call, we go over everything, arrow, red light, green light, and market makers trend. Whether you have questions, need help getting set up, want to go over the strategies, doesn't matter if we talk about the indicators or the expert advisors. Just a heads up, red light, green light expert advisor will be going into testing either this week or next week. And I'll be recruiting or adding on some additional individuals to help out with the testing. They already know who they are. And I'm hoping to launch the product sometime in September, which would be a good month. That's my birthday month. We will start off with red light, green light, trading gold. All right. So with that out of the way, quick update and some announcements. Market Maker EA version 2.04 getting ready to go into testing. The only thing we changed that we're testing is new additional names. So certain brokers now can trade NASDAQ. And then there's an option there for Market Maker to notify you if you have trades open after 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, just in case you want to actually ensure that all your trades are closed going into the weekend. All right. Those are the only two features that are added. And that'll probably be our last additions we make until until the 3 months is up and it's time to re-optimize. The focus is now on Market Maker. Sorry, red light, green light. All right. All announcements out of the way. Comments, questions, concerns? Anybody have any questions? The three of you guys are experienced, so I don't really expect too much from you guys, but hey, matter of fact, I will actually let you guys unmute if you want to, but there's only three of you guys on here. Just in case you want to actually ask questions. You don't have to ask the chat. First time I'm allowing the unmute of the mic. If not, here about in 4 minutes at 6:15 Eastern. If nobody has anything, we'll just go ahead and end the call. You can call it a day. You still have broker issues with NMT. What type of broker issues? Well, first of all, what broker are you using? AiMM, all right, and what is the issue? No trend on US 30. All right. I'll ask about that to the US 30, to the IMG people. Let me check something real quick because I want to say the last time I had a US 30 trade on with Market Maker, looks like it was August 1st with IMG when I first started with them. Yep, because that is my manual trade there with the standard lots. All right, I will. I'll reach out to the people that have the contact IMG to find out what the issue is. I haven't had a. I haven't had a trade since August 1st. All right, myself. So I'll reach out and find out about that. I think I already did before, and they were looking into it. All right. And let me fire mine back up here. I took mine off IMG as I was moving accounts around. So I had to reload it back up. Let me just go back in here and take a look and see what mine says. I log them other VPS real quick, see what it says as far as the trend. Do I have any trend showing? Because today would have been a great day for it to buy. We made a nice look. Yep, I got a 15-minute trend buy, but no 4-hour, no 24-hour. All right, and today would have been an easy buy today, an easy buy. It was an easy buy on New York session. All right. Good deal, good deal. Today was lit with MMT. Oh, good deal. What broker are you using? iPhone 2. What broker did you using? It was a smooth day today for market maker. I think I took one Nas buy that got stopped out, but then the next one we were good to go. Once the market started really pushing, just a little fake out. The crazy thing is, even when market maker gets stopped out or gets cut out, I think the trend shut that one out. It was still opportunity, came back and still got us paid. So Motion and iPhone 2, what broker are you guys using? Multi-bank? Yeah, multi-bank. Multi-bank. How you guys doing on your multi-bank accounts over the last 2, 3, 4 weeks? How much are you guys up over the last 3 or 4 weeks with multi-bank. I've seen a lot of great numbers coming from multi-bank. Outperforming. Nice. Multi-bank is doing better than even IMGFX and Envy. I agree. Multi-bank is probably the best broker out there. And TP Global and IC Markets. Those are probably the top 3 brokers for market makers. So if you're out of the US, you have the opportunity for some great success. In the US, IMGFX is doing very, very well. Envy's doing well. And those are probably the 2 best inside of the United States. Got customers that are up, 15, 20%. I think somebody last week had a 13% day on Envy. IMGFX has been killing it. It's up over 20%, with like 2% drawdown, in the last like 3 or 4 weeks. It's been great. So all in all, it's been good. Yep. IC Markets, multi-bank, TP Global, very good. Outside the US, Envy, IMG, very good inside the US. All right. Anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns, anything they're going to go over? If not, we're not going to waste time on the call. We can always just get off. You are missing US 30. How are you missing US 30? We caught some pips today. We caught over 1,000 pips. I think we had we had 1 loss. Then we had 2 positions. Both were wins. I think with the loss, I think we finished at like just a little bit over 900 pips. So almost 1,000 pips total caught. But the last 2, we caught over 1,300 pips the last 2. But you took away that small loss we had. And that's my fault for the loss. I was I thought price was going to sell lower before it bought up, so I knew what we were buying. I just expected the pullback to be a little bit bigger than that. It didn't really go very far. I think we were up like maybe 100 pips and then it reversed on us. All good. All good. We all knew the buy was there, so I like to try to catch every move, the buys and the sales. Sometimes you get burnt, and that's fine. You get burnt. That's why I only had 1 sale in, because I knew the move was the buy. And when the buy came, I put 2 buys in. 1 to make up for the sale that we lost, and the second one to give me the profit that I wanted. Should have held too, because that full TP was hitting, then price just took off from there. I wasn't expecting price to go that high, but hey, it's Monday. With no news, you just never know how the market is going to react. It was a slow grind, but it crawled up there slowly. All in all, it was a winning day. All in all, it was a winning day. You can't go broke taking profit. I think I did 0.5%, a little bit over 0.5% on my funded account, 3% on my live account. So yeah, it was a good day. Good day. Anybody have any questions? Anything they want to go over? Nope, he won't. The hedge features working perfectly. I had no stop loss for the last 5 trading days. Good deal, good deal, good deal. I love the hedging feature. Even if the hedging feature stops you out in a loss, it's a minor loss compared to hitting full stop loss. And so that's the beautiful thing about the hedging feature. It minimizes your downside. You know, may stop you out in profit, like it did last week with GER. GER, I think, man, every position was up big. Hadn't hit profit lock 1 yet, but when it did non-hedging, took us out in profit. Or it'll take you out at break even, I've seen, and if not, it'll take you out at a small loss, which is better than a full loss. All right, because again, remember, you're gonna have losses. No EA is gonna win 100% of the time, but it's all in what? Making sure that you stay in your, you know, maximize your wins, all right, and you minimize your losses. That's the name of the game. That's how the EA trades. If you notice, a lot of the entries are very similar to what entries that, you know, I may have taken or you may take. You know, very nice, precise entries. It enters in on 1 minute, just like me. I mean, I love it. I love it. I think you guys like red light, green light too. It has some very similar features. All right. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. It's gonna be cool to see. All right. We'll get about 7 more minutes here. It's about 6:30. If nobody really has anything here, we'll call it quits. Yeah, red light, green light is gonna be fun. 2 EAs, and all they trade are the most volatile pairs in the market: indices and gold. Woo! I tried to make it hard. Didn't really care about the forex pairs. Oil, yep, oil will be out later on. We're gonna launch with oil. We're gonna launch with gold first. Not really sure if we're gonna bring out oil just yet. We may may just focus on gold and bring oil out later. The next update we will be for market maker. We'll be adding stocks. We may also add forex pairs. Stocks for sure. May even sneak in forex pairs just because, you know, market maker does trade forex pairs very well, and some people may like those. You know, thinking maybe a little more safe. All right, and then of course the next, you know, another update, feature update for red light, green light, we'll add oil. So in all, market maker is going to trade indices and stocks, maybe forex pairs, but for sure indices and stocks. And red light, green light is going to trade gold and oil. And you have the best of both worlds. All right, you have indexes and stocks with one software. You'll have precious metals and energy with the other. All right, you add forex pairs. Now you got 5 different asset classes that you can trade. And for the most part, you'll have 2 EAs that you can pretty much build your own hedge fund out of. You know, that's all hedge funds do. They utilize multiple different softwares to trade in multiple different asset classes, so that if one asset class is outperforming the other, you know, they just minimize, you know, they can minimize the losses they may take in the others. All right. So it's going to be MMT will never trade no name, because I would never put no name on MMT. Never. Never in this world. It will never trade no name. Even if it shows that it can win 100% of the time, I will never trade no name with MMT. It can have a 100% win rate and 1,000% profit. I'll consider it. I still won't do it. No name is trash. I think the forex pairs we've talked about, but we haven't really looked into adding them on there, are going to be like GJ, GOD, EJ, EOD, USD CAD, USD Chef, NZD, USD. So all the pairs that really have volatile movements, you know, that can trend for a while. So those are the pairs that we've talked about, but we have not looked at. So, you know, I'll go to the game plan, to the drawing board, and we'll look at it. No name. No name is Euro USD. Euro USD. And another reason why I don't really want to trade Euro USD, people don't understand, is the most manipulated pair, even beyond indices. 30. Last time I checked, over 35% of all money in the industry. So there's $7 trillion a day. So 35% of that, which is 2.45 billion. I'm sorry, trillion. So 2.45 trillion of the 7 trillion a day goes through Euro USD. It takes $1 billion to move Euro USD 10 pips. All right, just 10 pips. All right. It's the most heavily manipulated pair out there. So no, I don't. It's another reason why I want to stay away from, just from the stance of the actual manipulation. All right. I don't want to deal with it at all. That manipulation could, I haven't thrown market maker on it to back test or anything of that nature, but I don't want to deal with that nonsense. All right. Stay away from that. Every EA people create, they always start off with Euro USD. It's the most popular pair. Everybody that's told to learn how to trade Forex, start on Euro USD. You'll be able to trade alongside the indices. It's real to you. Everything you do with market maker is separate. If you want to have 3 market maker accounts and you have 1 trading indices, 1 trading stocks, 1 trading Forex pairs, you can do that if you want to. You can throw them all together. Doesn't really matter. All right. As we add stocks, I will start to teach people about building their own portfolios and how that works. Like for example, it'll make more sense because we'll have stocks from NASDAQ 100, we'll have stocks from the DAX, and we'll have stocks from US 30. Still debating if we're going to add S&P 500, UK 100, just Japan 225. Some other indices we're thinking about adding, but it's going to be all about, hey, if you're going to run, NASDAQ 100, go ahead and trade the stocks in NASDAQ 100. Building your portfolio, and a portfolio that makes sense. A correlated portfolio, because if NASDAQ is going up, most of the stocks inside of NASDAQ are going to go up because that's what moves the NASDAQ. It's a collection of stocks. All right. Portfolio management is going to be key. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll get there. I used to when I was in corporate America, I had a 401k. I used to work for Amazon.com. I was a manager there, warehouse manager. I used to grow my, crazy thing. And again, this is crazy numbers for 401ks, but nothing in, as far as the market goes, as far as trading. But I was able to grow my 401k for like 4 years straight, 28% or more per year, which is unheard of. People were like, what are you doing? And literally, I was making changes to my portfolio every quarter. All right. It was all about understanding the market, which I did. I was heavy into stocks and back then. And so I kind of had, I went and did a lot of research on a lot of the different portfolios or, ETFs that we had access to in the 401ks. Of course, the individual stocks we had access to, the life path funds, things of that nature. And based on what they comprised of, and based on the way the market was going, all I did was I mixed and matched, assets that I was able to invest in that correlated together. All right. And then I had, I think my mix was about 80-20. So I had 80% of the market in that. And then I had 20% broken down into 2 other aspects. 10%, so half of that 20% was just in Amazon.com itself, their stock. And then the other 10% I put into assets that were more stable. They weren't cash, but they were more stable, like some bonds and whatnot, just to round out the portfolio. But at the time, the market was booming. We were in a bull market, so it was very easy. You put everything in the correlating portfolios. Yeah, 28% was very easy to change. And some quarters I look at it and wouldn't make any changes. So a lot of fun. We'll be doing the same thing with market making. All right, we'll have the data that shows how it all works, and we'll go from there. All right, everybody will be able to build their own portfolio. All right, I've already talked about that motion. So we will have 2.04 being tested out right now. As I told everybody in the group chats, when I asked people about NASDAQ 100, nobody gave me symbols, which means what? Which means that I can't add every symbol for every broker, because most brokers I can't access outside the US. So if they did not send in a symbol, that is their fault. I asked for it. No one sent in NDX 100. So if you didn't send it in, I can't add it. And if I can't add it, you can't use it. So it's being added. It's already been added in 2.04. All right, I won't talk about it anymore. I've already told everybody they need to follow directions. Everybody wants to jump in the chat when they have a problem, but they never want to keep up with the chat when everything's going well and they miss out on pertinent information. Oh, I'm sorry. I asked the chat a month in advance. No one said anything about NDX 100. So hey, we'll get at it in the near future. But it's 5:30 here my time, 6:30 Eastern. All right. Don't really have any, I don't see any major questions. So if you guys have any questions, I'll see you guys on Thursday for the next call. It'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern. And if you're going to trade today or tonight, make sure to trade responsibly. I'll see you guys in the funny papers. Thanks.